costume, we'll have to resort to the box of awesomeness. This simple box, which I was allowed to take as a recycling bin, has been recycled into our craft box for all of our costume needs. So, what we have in here to help us, color grabber, about 5 yards of fabric that I bought from a consignment store in kind of a yellowy orange, because that's what Chica is. Individual small flat quarter cotton linen fabric that I got from Hobby Lobby, that I got from AC Moore. 1 black, 2 orange. These will be for our beak. A hat to help us make the head of our Chica. An oversized t-shirt to make sure that we can actually fit into it and use as a template. I got it in 2X, which is not my size. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Baby tee, also not my size, but we will be using it for a bib. And last but not least, we have some fuzzy white yarn, and we have some purple yarn in the background. All of these wonderful things will be used to create our Chica costume. But first, did you know you actually have to wash consignment any fabric you buy before you actually start sewing with it? Which is where our Tides Pods and our color blocker come in. Be back with you in 1 second. Starting off with our blank slate, this is what it looks like. Don't worry, that is about to change in 4 simple videos. So, let's get started. The things we'll be needing today for our handy dandy prize box are, well, I should say a craft box. We're going to need some markers. Now, you should be using some t-shirt markers, but for simplicity today I'm doing Crayola and some artistry markers. Some scissors. Our baby t-shirt that we mentioned earlier, and some needle and thread. Now you do not have to wash this t-shirt first, but I will warn you, it may fade if you wash the entire project together. Since our yellow fabric still needs to be ironed out beforehand, we're going to save that for the next video. But our sewing will begin soon. Now, we can finally begin to construct. Now to start off, we are going to first open the sides of our baby t-shirt, as well as cut off the tag to make 2 separate pieces of fabric, both in a giant t-shirt shape. Now this is to make it easier to work with and so that it doesn't have to be that thick. Now when you finish cutting this, you may also see that we have our needle and thread in the background. Do not, and I repeat, do not sew together the sleeves of the bib together, because that is what we're going to do later on, but we're going to sew it directly to our costume. It's a little tougher. Make sure you have very good, sharp sewing scissors. There we go. Part 1 is done. Step 2, we actually are going to take our needle and thread, and we're going to actually sew in a little bit of the flaws at the bottom to kind of give the shirt more of a scoop shape, just so that the end corners aren't that sharp. We also want to kind of hide any of the frays that we left while we were cutting, just to make it look a little neater. But I left a little bit of the frays out around the top and sides of the t-shirt just to kind of make it look like a low budget feel, since Five Nights at Freddy's is kind of a low budget establishment. Five Nights at Freddy's establishment is kind of a shady place, so I kind of wanted to depict that in how we're making the bib. And to make it a bit more low budget, that's why I'm using the markers. I started out by outlining it in yellow, then going around it in purple, and then I'm coloring in the middle. Have to do our let's eat. And I don't, to make it kind of messy, just to show, maybe if you want, you could put in some pizza stains, like order a pizza, get the grease on your hands after you eat it, and without like any life hacks whatsoever, just kind of put some fingerprints on the t-shirt. After all, remember, she has not had a bath in 20 years, and she sings the same songs over and over again as she stuffs your body into Chuck E. Cheese soup. Now this will probably fade after you wash it, but we're not sure. This is like a one-time use type of thing. And as always, take the rest of your markers and put some triangles, maybe like some little pizzas, all around the shirt. And here we are. We now have our Let's Eat bib, but do whatever you do not connect it in the back. This will actually be sewn on to our costume. Now, I'm also going to warn you, you could probably also use the same pattern to make washable baby diapers, but I'm just going to say, if you do, don't use the marker on it, and if you're going to use this for an actual bib, please make sure to know that it's probably going to be one time only use. You'll have to throw it away afterwards. But thank you for watching. And tomorrow we'll come out with our next video on how to make our head of our Chica.